Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about how to assign the values to the variables, right? So in our previous session, we have learned about how to create the variables and how to assign the variable. Let's do a quick recap. Let's say we have a variable called x equal 100, right? Print x. Okay, great. So the x is holding the value 100. Right. So let's say you have another variable called y, which is having value 250, and you have another variable called uh, name, which is David, which is a string variable. Right. Let's see how we can print this one. Y print name. Okay, you can see these have been printed in the order x, which is 100, y, which is 250, and the name, which is David. Right. So here you can see that you are creating the variables in multiple lines. What is the easiest way to do this in one line? Is there any option in Python to do that? Yes, of course we have it. Let's try it out. What you have to do is first say x, y, comma name, and in the same order you are giving the values which has to be assigned to the respective variables, right? For x it will be 100, and for y it will be 250, and for the name, which will be David. Right, let's run this code and see how it is giving the result. Okay, there's no issue found. Let's print this result. Let's print y. Print y. Great. It's giving the results 250, which is in the same order as the variable names. Right? If you want, you can try it for the other variables as well. Print name. Yep. So this looks fine. Right. The next thing that we are going to learn in this session is about how to combine these variables. Right? So let's say you have a variable called first name David. Sorry, it should be in apostrophe. Okay, David. And the last name is something Coco, right? Coco. How we are going to combine these two variables and print the full name, right? So in order to print the full name, you have to give the first name plus last name, right? Let's see this. Yes, it is printed, but without an space, right? So here you can see that we are using the plus operator to combine these two variables. How we can make the space in between these two variables, two names, because there's the first name, then there should be a space, and then there should be the last name. How we can do this? As I mentioned, you can combine the variables or values with the plus operator. So what we can do is we can create an space and then again plus operator. Right, great. You can see here there's a space. So here this is an empty string because space is treated as a string. So this is an empty string we are adding in between this first name and the last name, right? There is another way that we can combine these two variables. Let's try it out as well. So we already have created these variables. I'm not going to recreate that in this cell as well, as we can use this. Let's only do the print. print first name, comma, last name. Let's run this code. Yeah, great. It is printing the first name and the last name, right? See, let's have another set of variables. Let's see, x equal 100 and name equal David. So what will happen if we combine these two variables, x and name? Let's try it out in a way that we have done it for this or this one with the plus operator. So print x plus name. Yeah, here you can see an error message, because the reason for this error is that you have the x variable in number and David is in string. So this is an integer value or number. This is a string value. So when you are combining these two variables which are in different data types, then this error message will be captured. So with the plus operator, you can only combine the values or the variables which is having the same data types. There are method which we call casting and all, that we can convert the data type from one to another, which we'll learn in our later session. But now you just focus on these areas, right? But if we do this with the plus operator, sorry, comma operator, which we have learned in our previous one, right? Like let's say print x comma name, x comma name. Yeah, here you can see that it is captured. Uh, there's no issue if you have given these variables printed with a comma separated, right? Great. So this is the end of this session. Let's see in another video session. Thank you.